Hmm? Oh, good morning. Did you have a good night's sleep? Oh, well, I guess this little dwelling we made did its job very nicely. I'm glad you can at least find comfort in this situation that you found yourself in. I also hope that our conversation last night helped a little bit. Losing someone and then losing your entire world must be very, very jarring. At least. I know the struggle of loss. And I know that being in a world unlike your own isn't quite affording you any respite for the fatigue that your mind must feel. So, I've decided that I'll try and help as best I can. Be the thing that I wish I had the most, when I had lost those close to me. So, I helped you build a shelter, stayed with you on land for the night so that you didn't feel alone and stranded in a foreign world. And now, I've decided to make you some food for the morning. Being hungry and lacking fuel for your body is not gonna help with the anguish that you're keeping inside. Trust me, I know. Food always seemed to help, though. So it may not be the cure, but something temporary to keep the bad at bay isn't always terrible. Here. I didn't know what you liked, so I made a bit of everything I could get my hands on. Find what looks appealing to you and take what you need. Yeah, I don't often get to use fire where I come from, so if anything is too hot or too cold or too burnt or too undercooked, let me know. Truthfully, I don't mind. If you really feel you must repay me, then repay me with tales of your other world. The one that you fell from. And with this fire, we can start even drying out some of those pages from the book that got you here. Well, we have no other information on how you got here other than it was this book's fault. That seems pretty important if we want to learn how to reverse this. I will tell you now. This world is one that may not treat you so nicely. Yes, you are a human, but you're also an outsider. And outsiders are the ones who get hurt the most here. Half-bloods were once the outsiders too, and then they decided to make us their enemies or their property. So, what I am saying is that I would not put it past them for them to treat you even worse. Especially if they find magic or anything like that on you. Like, specifically, a book that can teleport you across worlds. I hear tales from far and wide about certain books that contain unholy powers. Some covet them, some seek to contain them, and others wish only to learn from them. And I think you might have just drenched one of these unholy books in ocean water. It very well could have been the end of you if I was not there to swim you to shore when you fell. So, with that in mind, I dare say this book brings less good than misfortune. If it is, in fact, one of these rare books. How it ended up in your world, I cannot say. but magic opens doors to many impossible feats of power. So, crossing from one world to the next might just be within its realm of possibility. Sadly, you seem to have been a victim of that possibility. Now you're here, and eating breakfast with a creature you say doesn't even exist on your world. This must be so odd for you, even still. I can't imagine what your world must look like. And from what you've said, it's not even something my mind can create proper pictures for. It must be baffling. Perhaps if we get this book to work again, you could even show me. But such a thing is far from our realm of possibility currently. So for now, let's just keep letting the book dry off. If it remains intact, then we can try to learn more about it. Until then, allow me to make your stay here a little bit more comforting. Maybe this can even be viewed as a sabbatical or vacation to help ease your mind from your loss. You see, the pain never truly goes away, but life does go on again, and you keep them in your heart. So, how about, after we eat, we can venture more inland and see what this coastside jungle has to offer? I know a few spots that might take your breath away, actually. Show you some things that you've never seen and will never see again. Memories to take back to your own world with. Some wonder and beauty to combat the sorrow. Here, eat your fill and follow me. I want to show you something. Come on. There. This spot should do pretty nicely. See, look up into the distance, at that mountain. Dead center, scraping the sky, touching the clouds. See that? Yes. That's known as the Sky Palace, built on top and inside of that mountain. It is home to those known as the dragons. Yes, there are people who look like us, but bear wings and are covered in scales who can fly and soar across the sky. Those are the dragon kin. Half-bloods who have made a haven for themselves so high that the humans cannot reach it. Sadly, I can't get you any closer. Our peoples are at war, the merfolk and the dragons. It's been that way for so many years now. It started when they claimed we killed their king, and our king claims they're conspiring against us to drive our people further into the ocean. And I've been fighting this war ever since I was a boy. No choice of my own. If you're not a royal, the king conscripts everyone of a certain age to fight as a soldier. I just happen to be good at it, luckily. But for a while now, there's been a stalemate. The battles have ceased for the time being, and we could be on the verge of peace. Sadly, I don't think that's what my king wants. So, I slip away every chance I get to here. This beach, this jungle. Now I have even more of a reason to be here. For you. Also, little known fact, but that's not even a mountain. It's a volcano. They say the first dragon awoke it, and ever since he passed, it's been dormant like his soul. But it explains why there are a great many hot springs around spattered all through this jungle. Which brings me to my next question. What would you say about spending the rest of this day lazing about in a hot spring with me? The worst that can happen is a dragon finds us. But that's why you have a strong merfolk soldier with you. Oh, come on. I'll give you the experience you won't soon forget.